Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Coleman, Weber's grilling expert. It's a beautiful day outside. We're in front of our grill. It doesn't get any better until you look at these steaks. And that's the topic of today's masterclass, how to grill the perfect steak. We're going to give you 10 easy tips to follow to take your steak grilling skills to another level. Now the first tip is make your grilling game plan. You need to know what kind of steak you're cooking and how thick. That way we know how long it's going to be on the grill. Also, make sure you're taking your steaks out 10 to 15 minutes before you grill them. That way they can come up to room temperature. You've made your grilling game plan. Now let's go on to tip number 2, and that's taking an inventory of our grill. Now you need to look inside. If you're noticing any debris, you need to clean that out. We want as much air circulation going on as possible. This is also a good time to gather any accessories and tools that we're going to need for grilling these steaks. We've cleaned out our grill. We've got all the tools and accessories we're going to need. Now let's go to tip number 3, preparing our grill. Since these steaks are going to take less than 20 minutes, we're going to be using the direct method. We've got our grill prepared, and that's what takes us to tip number 4, preheating your grill. And this is by far the most important step in grilling a steak. This sets the whole tone. This brings the grill up to temperature, and that's what helps in searing. Those beautiful grill marks that we see, that's where all that great flavor comes from. So preheating is critical. The reasons why we oil our food and not the grates is it creates a barrier between the food and the cooking grates. It helps with caramelization, and it also helps the food from sticking to the cooking grates. Once you've oiled both sides, now it's time to season. And this is going to add some great flavor to your grilled steak. We've got our steaks prepared. Now we're on to tip number 6, which is cleaning our cooking grates. Today we're going to be using our gourmet barbecue system with sear grate insert, which helps create perfect grill marks on your steak. Just remember, the best time to clean your cooking grates is right after you preheat your grill. We've got our cooking grates clean. Now let's put our steaks on. We've got our food on and our timer's gone off, and that takes us to tip number 8, which is searing. And that usually happens in the first 2 to 3 minutes when we put our food on a hot grate. Our timer's gone off again, which means it's time to flip, and that's tip number 9. Whenever you're grilling directly, you should only turn your food once. We've got our steak off the grill, and we're now on tip number 10, letting your food rest. And this should be about 30 to 40% of the total cook time. This will allow it to relax and the juices to run back into it. It's been a beautiful day. We have an amazing steak, and with these 10 tips, the next time you grill a steak, you won't be disappointed. If you have any other questions, you can find us here on Weber.com, refer to your owner's manual, or call our customer service at 1-800-446-1071. And always, happy grilling.